Digital currencies were slightly higher this morning after yesterday's interest rate hike from the Fed.
And yet they still, though, did raise by 25 basis points given in an environment that's so uncertain. Is this more of a sure thing that maybe we will see a recession in the second half of the year?
The market's still trying to make sense of it. Dow's down about 180.
Well, the market obviously expected 25 basis points. That was not a surprise, I think, to anybody.
And Bitcoin is recovering, though. We're still well off the all-time highs. We're up something like 70% since the start of the year. What do you attribute that recovery to?
The Fed went for another rate hike of 25 basis points to cool down persistently high inflation. How will it affect the markets? Bitcoin, amid this, saw some green signals, but can Bitcoin cross over the $30,000 mark and stay there? In this video, we're going to explore why Michael Saylor is so bullish on Bitcoin. He shared his views on why he thinks Bitcoin is the best asset to own in this era of inflation and uncertainty. Stay tuned until the end of the video to know Michael Saylor's advice for investors. And of course, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more of the latest updates on the economy, crypto, and the market. Let's get into it.
I think right now there are two twin drivers, right? There's the macroeconomic concern about inflation, and as inflation takes place, people lose confidence in fiat currencies, and that means they start to realize that everything valued on cash flows is a currency derivative. And Bitcoin is not valued on cash flows. It's in a digital scarcity. The failure of the banks, Silvergate Bank, Signature Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, now First Republic Bank, causes people in the Western world to start to lose a little bit of faith in the banking system. And they remember that Bitcoin is a bank in cyberspace run by incorruptible software. So the phrase "be your own bank" has emerged as an investment idea in the United States, but it's really a matter of financial survival elsewhere. And so the combination of that concern about inflation and counterparty risk with banks is driving Bitcoin's adoption. It's also being driven, by the way, by the crypto crackdown. And as people lose faith in crypto exchanges, crypto securities, and cryptocurrencies, there's a natural migration of capital from those crypto ecosystems into Bitcoin, since it's viewed as the risk-off safe haven asset of the crypto space.
Michael Saylor calls Bitcoin a safe haven asset that can protect investors from inflation and counterparty risk. He also thinks that Bitcoin is a bank in cyberspace, run by incorruptible software that offers a simple and secure savings account to billions of people. With Silvergate, First Republic, and other bank collapses, people are losing faith in the traditional financial system. People are looking for a more secure, transparent, and efficient way to transact and store their money. He said that Bitcoin is the ideal solution for this problem. Bitcoin is bouncing back after the Fed's rate hike of 0.25%. The central bank signaled that it might pause its tightening cycle for now. Bitcoin is trading around $29,000 and is getting closer to its key resistance levels at $29,420 and $30,000. Can it cross the $30K price and stay above that? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Saylor believes that Bitcoin is the future of money and technology, and that he will continue to buy more Bitcoin for himself and for his company. He even tweeted the same. Let's get into the next clip to hear more from him.
We have progressively built up a Bitcoin position up to 140,000 Bitcoin over the past 2.5 years. When Bitcoin traded from 66,000 all the way down to 16,000, we took an impairment loss. In the course of the last 12 weeks, that Bitcoin position has traded up $2 billion in fair market value. So, of course, when it's trading down, there are tax consequences and indefinite intangible write-offs. But when it's trading up, we reverse some of the tax accounting. The indefinite intangible treatment hasn't changed any. But I think the short of it is the software business is very stable, and it's a cash cow. And we use it to pay our interest on our debt and to acquire more Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin itself is our belief that Bitcoin is the ultimate digital scarcity network. And because Bitcoin has been moving up about 50% a year on average over the last 3 years, the real key with Bitcoin is just to be able to hold on to it and stomach the volatility. And we have conditioned our shareholders and our bondholders to understand that we're long-term hodlers. And because everybody is aligned in that interest, we're able to weather that volatility, and we end up doing very, very well as Bitcoin recovers.
Saylor believes that Bitcoin is the ultimate digital scarcity network, meaning that it has a fixed supply of 21 million coins that can't be inflated or manipulated by any central authority. Bitcoin is a superior store of value than traditional assets like gold or fiat currencies, as it's more portable, divisible, durable, and verifiable. He recently posted on Twitter that investors shouldn't procrastinate on getting Bitcoin because by then it might already be too late. Saylor has stated that he and his company are long-term holders of Bitcoin, meaning that they don't intend to sell or trade their coins for short-term profits. Instead, they view Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation and currency devaluation, as well as a way to preserve and grow their wealth over time. He acknowledges that Bitcoin is a volatile asset that can experience significant price fluctuations in the short term. He advises investors to have a long-term vision and stomach the volatility, as he expects Bitcoin to appreciate in value over the long run. Let's get into the next clip to hear more from Michael Saylor. But before jumping ahead, be sure to give a big ol' thumbs up to this video.
Einstein tells us matter is energy and energy is matter. And if you look at the advances of the human civilization, many people don't think in terms of energy. But if you thought about it, you'd realize that steel is highly concentrated metallic energy. And the reason that you can build a 100-story skyscraper is because you put so much energy into a material that it could withstand the force of gravity up to 100 stories. And so because you have steel, you can build a bridge, you can build a skyscraper, it'll last 100 years. So that concentrated energy allowed your aspirations to become expansive in time and space, right? That's why we have the Bronze Age giving way to the Steel Age, right? Oil is concentrated liquid energy, right? And John D. Rockefeller kind of gave us standardized liquid energy. Standard oil was a pretty big deal. And if you consider trying to cross the Atlantic with wind energy instead of with oil, you could see that it really did catapult the civilization forward. Bitcoin represents digital energy. And in that way, if you think hard about it, you realize it represents digital matter too. It's the first time, it's the singularity whereby we open this portal and energy can flow into the digital realm. When Satoshi invented a way to transfer value from me to you without a trusted intermediary, I can send you $1 million, no bank involved. Okay, the critical thing was solving what they call the double spend problem. But the double spend problem means I send you the $1 million, I don't have it, you have it. Okay, that's a very lowbrow colloquialism, right? In engineering at MIT, we would refer to that as respecting the laws of conservation of energy.
Sure.
It's like I move 100 kilograms from me to you, right? It can't be in both places at the same time. I converted matter into energy, energy into matter, right? I can have one or the other. But energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only change forms. It can vibrate, right? Nikola Tesla said, you understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So this is a big eye-opener. Because what you see is that everything in the digital realm before Bitcoin was non-conservative. It was digital information.
Just like how steel is a form of metallic energy and oil is a form of liquid energy, Bitcoin is a form of digital energy that can be transferred online without intermediaries and can also be seen as digital matter. Bitcoin solves the double spend problem, which ensures that the same unit of digital currency can't be spent twice. Bitcoin is a breakthrough in digital technology that allows energy to flow into cyberspace. According to Saylor, Bitcoin isn't just a currency, but a network of trust and innovation. Bitcoin is like a digital gold that can be used as a global reserve asset, but also like a digital energy that can power new applications and services. But what about you guys? What do you think of Michael Saylor's views on Bitcoin? Are recent bank failures actually contributing to a recession? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more updates on crypto and the economy. Be sure to hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios.